Yo. Alright. It's time for the matchup of all time. It's Ghost Rider vs. Spawn. Hello everyone, I'm AnontheMarten, and these are my friends. Say hello, introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Crossover.
Cecil. And the small one is Cecil. Say hello.
I can't tell if he's doing a joke by not answering if there's something wrong.
If it takes long, I'll just cut the bit out. So I'm gonna text from. Oh, Cecil, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Okay. Well, he's up and. Yeah. While we wait for Cecil to come back, so Creo versus Spawn. Isn't we?
Okay, am I back now?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
What the heck? Okay, so I put the headphones in, but that was weird.
Okay, that was definitely weird. Anyways,
Oh my goodness.
anyways, you're Cecil. You're Cecil. Anyways, you're Cecil.
I thought that was going to help. They didn't help.
Okay, so guys, Spawn has been gone longer from Death Valve than Kratos has. How do you feel about that?
Neutral, I guess?
I mean, I don't know. It always feels like Marvel and DC always have the more overpowered characters outside of any other comics.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's going to be on a Ghost Rider that wins.
Well, obviously, yeah, but like, how do you feel about these two characters in general? Like, I'm pretty neutral about Spawn and Ghost Rider, all considered. I don't typically feel one way or the other. It's just that I never really got into Spawn. Like the first time I even recognized what Spawn was because it was from a Powerpuff Girls episode where all the girls were cosplaying superheroes and Buttercup was Spawn. I did not recognize that at the time, so when I finally saw the episode in full, that was a surprise to me. Yeah.
I don't really have much interaction with the main version of either of them, outside of the horrible live-action movie and whatever reviews Kara has done on Top of the Fourth Wall.
Also Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with Robbie Reyes for
Robbie Reyes
stuff from thanks to the Midnight Suns game, and I'm familiar with Spawn thanks to his appearance in Soul Calibur and his very obvious cameo in my favorite JRPG of all time, Rhapsody, a musical adventure.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. If no one gets what he's talking about, I will put up a screen here describing what the heck it is, and it's how weird it is.
Yeah, it's literally a musical RPG. There are musical numbers in it, and the main character has the ability to bring puppets to life to help her in battle by playing a trumpet.
And Spawn crossover with that, but not Sonic the Hedgehog.
Kind of. It's technically not Spawn. It's called.
Oh, you're
the
ruined.
The character's name is a Night Spawn. And for those who's curious, just imagine Spawn, make him slightly bluer.
I'm just gonna put I'm gonna put an image on screen once I get to there.
Oh yeah, DOI.
Yeah.
Visual medium.
Yes. Anyways, Cecil, what's yours?
I mean, I've actually watched the entire Spawn animated series and saw some of the comics, so I was more aware of Spawn than Ghost Rider, because like I said, I can't really do those comics like they do with the whole multiverse thing of, if you want to know what's going on with this character, you have to read these 5 other comics and these other series, and it was too confusing.
And then Marvel continued that tradition with their live action shows and TV and movies.
Yeah.
Okay. All things considered, I have no idea who's gonna win. Like, it could be Spawn. It could be Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider has bigger numbers, but Spawn has better hacks. I'm concerned about what they're gonna end up doing, but we'll see in a minute. In the meantime, guys, it's time for Ghost Rider Spawn. Lock in. We got to pay attention to this shit.
I'm gonna go with Spawn for this.
I'm gonna say Ghost Rider for now. We'll see what the creature changes my mind.
I'm hopeful for Spawn, but I feel like it's gonna go
Ghost Rider versus Spawn. The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel.
Of the other Ghost Rider's feats for Johnny Blaze, we should be good.
Oh, absolutely. He should absolutely scale to that.
Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
the one who did that
death battle.
So he might not be able to.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save, Johnny turned to the only thing that could, chemotherapy.
What?
I
Crash
didn't put up a video.
Wait, what?
You didn't put up a video, so I don't know what you're.
I thought you were saying something.
I am.
Alright.
Oh!
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. Oh.
You didn't put up the video, so I don't.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to
I'm an idiot.
King of the
I've missed a bit then.
Only for
Crash Bandicoot.
Actually live up to his name right after. But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
Here we go.
Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into hellfire. An undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hug. The fifth scariest Nick Cage performance. The stunt man from hell. He called himself the Daredevil. Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Yeah.
Okay, then how about the
Ghost Rider?
Sure, we definitely didn't forget that we named the character the same only 5 years earlier. All you. The Ghost Rider was bad.
All right, real name Jonathan Johnny Blaze. He's 188 centimeters or 6'2". He's 220 pounds. Former stunt cyclist, bound with Zarathos, spirit of vengeance. Former King of Hell, fellow Ghost Rider alongside Danny Ketch and Robbie Reyes. No jokes this time.
Sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough to pull down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries. Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all
Hold on a
physical...
second. Ghost Rider's body is mystical in nature and not subject to ordinary body limitations such as fatigue. Attempts to tamper with his biological makeup have proven ineffective. Oh, they cite the source too.
Damage.
I like that they do that.
Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him. It's not just his body. His
Oh yeah, the Ghost Rider game.
Is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think.
Hold on a second. Damnation Stare, Demonic Magic, Hell Cycles, Hellfire, Mystic Change, Pen Stare, Regenerative Healing, SM Soul Manipulation, Superhuman Physique. Okay. Wait, hello? Is surprise guest?
Oh, when did you get here?
Everyone's
just now.
Alright, everyone say hello to Dunk.
Shut up like a minute
Hey,
ago.
new guy.
Hello.
Hello.
It's so good to be the new person around here.
Yes. Yes, British too. Okay, we're just watching Death Battle, so I guess you're part of your reaction now. Huzzah.
From an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barfed right out of his mouth.
Classics.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his Hell Cycle. This badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds. Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his boner, Wiz.
Of course.
Yes, Sans.
And it
it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look? The Penance Stare.
The Penance Stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others. Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul.
Danny at the time had absorbed numerous spirit of vengeance to overpower Johnny. Later, Johnny proved to be Danny's superior in combat. Okay. So Johnny scales to Danny, of course.
Oh, it even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the Penance Stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. He can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
A classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is screwed.
Yeah.
Zarathos' strength is...
Asgard is shown to be a higher dimensional space of the year, and beyond the final universe. As Marvel Multiverse contains an infinite set of universes, this means Asgard just from verse is infinite. Oh.
Boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, penance stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel.
Okay, there is also Ghost Rider's power, demonic physiology, nature manipulation, magical energy manipulation, other hosts. Alejandro Jones, the Hood, a single mother. I almost read Skyrim. Screamer, a danger, Craven, and a brood. Possibly an angel? I thought he was, though. I mean, he was like a fallen angel or something like that.
Oh yeah, all demons are fallen angels.
Are they?
Technically.
Well, they are, yeah.
Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal and immortal.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great...
While the first heavenly spirits of vengeance emerged after the Great Flood, Mephisto has been creating them even earlier. The first record of Ghost Rider appeared in 1 million BC and teamed up with young Odin in the first Iron Fist. Okay.
Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon. Fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus's fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade.
As king of... It's like, what?
So he's one of the 9 rulers of hell then, alongside magic.
I think he's technically supreme. As King of Hell, Johnny broke through a million different enchantments placed by Doctor Strange and Wong, and Harm Lilith, who planned to merge all of the netherworlds. Okay.
The damnation stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
As they say, though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade.
Outsped Mjolnir, survived battling Werewolf Hulk, used the Penance on a whole city, took a missile that would have destroyed the angel Saint Michael, fought the Avengers to a standstill, defeated Doctor Strange, Mephisto, Noel the Living Darkness, and Zagreal. Okay.
To capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
Huh, nice. Okay, that's kind of rad. Spawn time.
This battle is
Here we go, Spawn.
If Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the 8th circle of hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's pawed.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie
Ugh.
5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you saw her. Now get back to work,
Ugh.
bitch.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he...
Okay, full name, Albert Francis Simmons, alias as Lieutenant Colonel, Hellspawn, Al, the Sad Man, okay. He's 6'3", 400 pounds, former CIA agent, bound with K7 Letha, a neural parasite, former King of Hell, longest running independent comic book character. Really?
Interesting.
I would have thought they'd gone to TMNT, but honestly, that makes more sense than be first be Spawn.
Interesting.
He comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo
Yeah.
face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malvosia cursed him so that he could only make himself...
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
I remember that.
Tom Fogg was not cooking with that one.
In hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy.
Let's see. Body manipulation, intangibility, invisibility, shape-shifting, transportation, regeneration, mental manipulation, energy absorption, flight, mental manipulation, necromancy, necroplasm, sin, soul manipulation, teleportation, time manipulation, weather manipulation.
Shit, because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
Yeah.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
He has the penance stare.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got a limited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire
What?
for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with it.
Agni Axe, Chains of Hell, God Fruit, Guns, Rocket Launcher, Brimstone Can, Missile Launcher, Submachine Gun, Necroplasm Gun, Soft Shotgun, yeah, and the Sword of Spirit. Oh
An
boy.
infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helps Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this, stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed, until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
What?
There we are, good as new.
Instead of the spirit, Instead of the spirit erasing Spawn, Spawn instinctively reflected the power back at the spirit itself, erasing it and its wielder from reality. But he was the wielder. What?
What?
That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malvolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's fucking head off with a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
As king, Spawn is literally...
Let's see. Hell King Spawn constantly increases in power. High giant form, omnipotent in Hell, soul obliteration, divine Spawn angelic wings granted by Mother of Resistance, regenerations, reality reconfiguration. Okay.
Literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between Heaven and Hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this God and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the Tree of Life, Spawn became truly divine, capable capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to...
The 10 hells and 7 heavens consist of infinite layers. Each circle of hell is infinite size, with each one separated by infinite distance. Likewise, okay. Okay.
create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell.
Recreated the entire world, closed all dead zones created by God, tore a hole in space-time continuum, survived and rewrote his own non-existence, stated to be the strongest hellspawn, matched God and Satan in divine form, defeated Malbogia, Satan, Mammon, Uriz, and anti-spawn violator. Okay.
Hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human, but he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Okay! I have no idea who's...
So, yeah, I'm still leaning into Spawn a bit, but
I mean...
that's because I don't know what else to do besides stick with what I chose.
I think Ghost Rider still has the strength advantage, all things considered, because Marvel is kind of bullshit. But like, it can really go either way. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you to that. It's really could go anywhere. Anyways, I'm gonna say
staying with what I said too. Just I'm hoping Spawn, but knowing Marvel,
I'll stick with Ghost Rider for now. I mean, yeah.
What else can we do? They both sound OP as hell.
Yeah, but Ghost Rider honestly sounds way more overpowered in the sense that he can literally transcend everything.
Okay, so we have so equal votes for Ghost Rider and Spawn. Fuck, it's gonna be hard.
Spawn can survive not existing.
That is a problem. That is the biggest problem.
Top overcoming literally everything. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
/promos ends March 16th, 2025 at 11:50. Comes the featured game only. Ends March. All right, the combatants are set.
Fortnite dances.
The data through all possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a
Fortnite, you have to do the dance.
Hey, they did the pun. All right.
Oh!
All right.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
I like this.
Yes. Oh, he has a timer. Here he goes. Ooh. Music's banging.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Oh.
That was short.
Oh. Now he's in hell. Infinite power. That's fun. Oh.
Such rock.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck, that's awesome. Oh, yes, time. Oh, no, time stop.
Was that sand?
He pulled it.
Wait, what?
Rear view mirror, sand.
Oh my god, it is sand! No!
It even does the eye thing when it's overcome by the time dilation.
They knew!
Oh,
Oh.
Be damned.
Busting out early this, or uh-oh. Ah. Divine spawn? Oh dear.
Damn.
Vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Oh crap.
Al Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Oh dear.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Damn.
Oh, yes.
Damn!
Literally, this was a nail
Finally,
biter of a
one of my
battle that
guys
pitted
won.
Ghost Rider's
Yes.
immeasurable power
Oh,
against
fuck.
Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different.
Spawn can affect infinite timelines in bulk spaces, such as the overlap of. It also threatens an infinite number of infinite multiverses, infinite timelines, higher dimensions, transcendent realms, and the bulk spaces connected to them. Okay.
Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stunt.
Johnny Blaze once claimed only God can destroy Ghost Riders permanently. However, as shown in Ghost Rider Volume 2, separating a spirit of vengeance from their host is fatal to the former. Okay.
And even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of
The Spawn has also twice survived the forfeiture hell, which subjects the soul to its own sins, like the penance stare. Okay.
humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens.
Mephisto claimed stealing Ghost Rider's soul would be difficult, but through trickery, but only through trickery. Danny stole Smear's vengeance from Ghost Rider Ride, including Johnny's. Johnny's soul has been twice split up between Dark and Centurions. Okay.
There's a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul.
Rogue's absorbing Zarathos briefly allowed him to briefly control her. But Letha can control the soul, body, and mind of the host, giving out constant resistance her. It constantly resists.
Powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable.
Ghost Rider far stronger, matching speed, and capable of killing Spawn, less vulnerable from being separated from Zarathos. And yet, multiple ways to bypass, far weaker, yeah.
A massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on Death
Oh
Battle.
boy. Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Seriously?
Yes, this was part of the
Subscribe and join
this
as a
was
member.
part of the Kickstarter campaign. So Shigaraki versus Mahia, though.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Shigaraki, though?
I mean Shigaraki kind of.
Weird
If it's
matchup.
Shigaraki at the end of My Hero,
Yes,
I'm gonna have to give it to him.
yeah. I mean,
Although
obviously,
although I don't watch
Jujutsu Kaisen. So brief front. So Shigaraki is definitely gaining his late game and gain stuff because let's be real, because it's hard to really fight Mahito without it, because there's certain reasons why it's they basically have instant win buttons basically. Yeah.
I mean, also a Sea of Infinite Hands that can dissolve anything it touches is kind of both disturbing and OP.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, that was Spawn versus Ghost Rider. Damn. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I'm gonna go animate the rest of the day. Take care, and I'll see you guys later. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
You're on. Was good.